Sorry about that. I was just saying how I was having difficulties getting things set up. And yes, I was muted. Thank you. Hey, voice for the voiceless. I was saying, I was reading out loud this comment at first from SA, which I'm guessing is one of Sallyan's alts. SA, right, Sallyann? Maybe? Good morning, Amy L. Good morning, Angie. Ooh, I got a lot of people angry just from setting this live stream up, which, by the way, I was reached out to by this specific person. Now, when I let them up, when I see that they're backstage, good morning, Amber. We'll get right into it. But basically, where do I start? Let's start with these real fast while I'm waiting for them to get backstage. Okay. Give me just a minute here. Did you get bad storms? We're about to, Vicky, but we did. I was on a scooter the other day in the middle of the rain. So how about you gather around while I wait for my guest to arrive. If you didn't see on Lycan's channel last night, I was able to talk to CJ a little bit. Here's my thing about Country Joe. I cannot have a serious conversation with somebody, okay? I understand she says she's a character. But if you are talking to me and we have an issue with each other, I have an issue with you talking in the voice of your character. I would like for you to be real. Hey, Tiff, I would like for you to take it seriously. And then when I say, dude, stop talking like that, she's like, I'm a character. Well, then good. Go be your character. And I want nothing to do with your character. Okay? Especially if you're going to talk about me and stuff, then we'll just assume that it's a character talking and there's no reality to Country Joe. Or is there? Because ever since I scheduled this live stream, holy shit, she's had a breakdown. Why is the question? Well, we're about to find out. So gather around. No, no chance, dance. No, no dance, no chance, no dance, no chance. Give me second chances. That's so cool! I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! Yeah, her character is her defense, or it's weird because it's almost like people put on a persona to go after other people. Now, the thing is, I was completely fine with these people, okay? Sallyann, Country Joe, and Mrs. Portland. Hey, Mrs. Portland. Hey, Lauren. Lauren, you can come up if you want to when I'm done with this first part, because I have somebody else coming up too, and then right after this person coming up. So it's okay to threaten to push somebody like Mrs. Portland off the platform. It's okay to do all of this kind of stuff, right? And then all of a sudden I schedule this live stream, and all of a sudden they're like, we want a truce. Hold on a minute. That's what Mrs. Portland has been asking you to do. That's what I have asked you to do since you brought me into it. You pulled my name into it. And then there's idiots in your chat that say, why is a man inserting himself into women's problems? That's the whole point. I did not want to insert myself, and I did not want anything to do with it because it's not my problem. So as soon as it gets so far as you threatening to call the police to Mrs. Portland's home and everything, you have a problem with me interviewing one of your exes? Really? Hey, Robin. So before we get into that, hey, Brittany, because I'm still waiting for them to show up backstage. Let's get into some of these comments from people like Gold Star Mom and you, Missy K, who has been booted from being a moderator on my channel, by the way. So we have, and obviously their chat yesterday and the last couple of days just is all dragging Mrs. Portland, me, and Lycan, basically, right? So you have Gold Star Mom, which if you look at a live stream from 2 days ago, first of all, this is a woman who, hold on a minute, is this the right one? Let me see. Gold Star Mom is a woman who just the day before she wrote this was in my chat while I was talking about the subject, saying I love Sallyann, Miss Portland, and Country Joe. Now all of a sudden she's like, and you can even hear me responding to her. I was like, oh, I love you, Gold Star Mom. And she said, so Robbie said, fuck all of us, apparently. You were in that live stream, you dumbass. She says, I do not give two shits about anyone who supports Mrs. Portland. This is a good example of what flip-flopping looks like. I'm going to move on down on the screen here to Kirsty Jane. Kirsty is somebody who used to call in on my karaoke live streams drunk out of her mind while her son ran around in the background. Drunk out of her mind. She says she took a couple months off because her son was sick. That's incorrect. She took a couple months off probably for her sobriety, I'm guessing. Which if you need help, Kirsty, if you weren't two-faced, I'd be able to help you out with that. And it's not tooth-faced. Robbie, I'm sorry, but you're tooth-faced after slagging Miss P off to now up her ass. See, she must still be drinking, obviously, Kirsty. And it's two-faced. Are you jealous I have pretty teeth in my face, possibly? Huh? Now, hold on a minute. Yeah, they're totally wishy-washy. And, you know, as far as Missy K, the thing is, you may have issues with Mrs. Portland, but you are actively in this chat giving updates on Miss Portland's community posts and being a total two-faced bitch. You're if you try to come in here, I believe I blocked you, Missy K. Don't fucking come back. I don't do fake. That's why, Country Joe, I can't take you seriously. Notice how today she's crying on Sallyan's panel because she's terrified. Thank you for that, by the way, Scarlett. I really appreciate that. She's terrified. How the fuck do you think Mrs. Portland feels? She's asked you repeatedly to fucking leave her alone. And you have all these two, which is perfect because Sallyann and Country Joe, they're perfect for each other because they flip-flop all the time. Now, let me point out this to you, Sallyann. Sallyann says, I realized when I was in the shower that Robbie used me when he was fighting with MRB and supported me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow it down. Slow it down. If back when I was fighting with Mommy Ramblings, I lost 1,000 subs pretty much overnight. And it didn't stop me. I will, Lauren. It did not fucking stop me from speaking my mind. See, unlike you, Sally, which I would go into Sallyan's chats and say hi when I first met her. And I'm not bragging. I said this on Lycan's panel last night. Sallyann, Robbie, do you want to come up? Robbie, get up. And like guilt me into coming up when I'm trying to wake up and fucking just saying hi in her chat in the morning. Sallyann will use anybody to grow her fucking channel. Her crafts ain't fucking doing it. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, I did. And I shared the shit out of Sallyan's channel and all that stuff. Amberly says, we have our guest backstage. I saw some people telling you to Robbie, go get your girl, Miss P. So it's very much your business. Absolutely. And then all of a sudden, Country Joe's like, oh no, being all Country Joe, I see right fucking through you. You are not yourself on here. That's why you talk in a ridiculous accent. Now, I totally get, which in a minute you're about to see what I'm talking about. I totally get having fun, maybe playing a character while you're having fun, but you do it when you're serious. Now, in my personal opinion, that is not fucking normal. How are you going to grow positive? Oh, you'll be getting a refund, essay. Fuck off. You're going to get a refund for that. I don't need your fucking money. How do you expect people to take you seriously when you don't even take yourself seriously? If you're having a serious conversation with me, I don't want to talk to Country Joe. I want to talk to you. Okay? So you and your face, this is what I don't understand. Ever since I scheduled this live, Country Joe is freaking the fuck out. I don't care what you have to hide. I don't care about any of that shit. But all of a sudden, you have an issue with this whole situation and you want to make peace. Country Joe, you are a shit stirrer. And yeah, as far as my mother being up in your chats, her and I are off and on all the time anyways. I don't fucking put up with bullshit. I don't care who you are. If you disrespect me, if you don't respect my fucking boundaries, and if you sit there and you want to talk shit about me, when I'm fucking moving, then I'm going to respond to you, and I'm going to do it in a real fucking smart ass way. Because I saw your little thing. Ooh, let's have an unsub party. Let's unsub from Save Robbie. Have fucking fun. I don't care, because I don't want people like you around me at all. So you can fucking go ahead and fucking do that. I don't give a shit. I won't be able to understand her Scottish accent. I understand it perfectly fine today when she was doing it. We speak the same language, SA. Are you that fucking dumb? What happened? Salem, I believe you asked me this question earlier. Listen, I don't care who you are. If you disrespect me, I don't care if you're my mom or whoever. Treat people the fucking way you want to be treated. Okay? So what happened to me, Salem? Let me give you a little nutshell before I let my guest up from backstage. Makes you wonder if CJ is lying about tons of other stuff about her fucking life too, right? Like her fiance, that doesn't she raise money for that? This supposed fiance, boyfriend that she often talks about, nobody's ever fucking met. Exactly, Ashley. I'm fucking not. See, and that goes to show that all Sallyann and Country Joe care about is views. They're gonna lose subs. Good, I don't give a fuck. Do you think I'm gonna miss a friend or subscriber who's gonna unsubscribe to my channel just from listening to a bunch of fucking drunks? And yeah, I can say that because you also brought up my fucking sobriety. Sallyann, while you're sitting there boozing it up on your panel every fucking day. So yeah, you're going to get a smart ass response because you may team up on me and have your unsub parties, but I'm a fucking Gemini and I can fucking take it. There's a whole fucking group of people in here that can team up on you as well. All in one, bitches. I do not fucking tolerate people like you. So if you think I'm scared that people are going to unsubscribe or whatever, fucking think again. Go talk to your old friend Mommy Ramblings. I do not stop when I fucking have a point of view and I have something to say, and holding a subscriber count in front of my face is not going to stop me from speaking my fucking mind. Mrs. Portland has asked you repeatedly to fucking leave her alone, and you just don't. Most people cannot just understand her accent. Hold on a minute. Are you saying that Country Joe talking in that ridiculous... Hold on. First of all, she doesn't even do a good impression, because if she's supposed to be a Southern, like a Texan person or something, she does not sound like that. She does not do a good impression of what Southern is here in the States. So if that's what you're talking about, I could barely fucking understand her when she's doing that. I can actually understand her better when she's using her normal fucking voice. But would you guys take me seriously if every time I came on here and I talk like this, and if I'm having a serious conversation with you and I just got done dragging you on my panel, and then you come up on my panel and you ask me to get out of character and take it seriously, and I sit here and say, well, this is a character. Are you going to fucking take me seriously? I don't fucking think so. So you sit there and say, oh, Robbie's fake, or he's this. You can't even fucking be yourself. Do you come on here because you're ashamed of yourself? So then if people push you away, Country Joe, then it doesn't hurt as bad because they're pushing away a character instead of you? Think about that shit, bitches. So anyways, before I open up the panel to the people I was going to have on, I'm going to let my guest from backstage. Okay? This is the person that this person like reached out to me. They just came out of like almost like thin air. Literally like thin air, and just wanted to talk to me. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I decided to let them on to tell their story. So if you have any questions for them before we open up the panel, you can go ahead and ask them in the chat, because I will be paying attention to the chat. Okay. Hey, Justin, hope you're doing good. And this is Diet Coke, by the way. I'm not boozing it up like you. Do you like my mason jar? Okay, let's see. You guys ready? Sorry I kept you backstage so long. Oh, they're going to scream at me. So this is somebody I've been having conversations with the last couple of days, and it's been really weird. but very informative, because it leads me. Now, again, this is only opinions for entertainment purposes only, okay? But let's go ahead and bring, because supposedly Country Joe, I mean, if you're lying about yourself, what else are you lying about? Because before I bring them up, because I don't know if this person knows or not, can somebody tell me, does Country Joe raise money for her wedding? Does anybody know? Because I don't. She reaches out to everyone, asks for proof. She shows proof like Dothy. She has none. Who are you talking about? Anybody know? Is Country Joe raising money? Lori. Lori. Oh, here comes G.A. Jane on crack. Hey, Lori. You've met her fiance in person, have you? When was this, Lori? When was this? Are you just lying for your friend? Or do you have proof? Do you have a picture with them? Do you have a picture? Do you have proof? Because, Lori, you're a big fat flip-flopper too, bitch. So it wouldn't put it past you to lie for your stupid friend. So provide proof of that, and I'll fucking believe you. Until then, I don't believe you, Lori. So go fucking shave your head and try again. Why would anyone attack a good-hearted man? You know what? Here's the thing about this, Justin. I'm sure you could relate. These people flip-flop and disrespect people and treat them like shit. And they're so confusing. And then they'll turn around and they will use our sex against us. Oh my God, he's a man. Yes, and this has everything to do with me because you're talking about me. Every single person I've said in the chat that will say, oh, you're a man, you're not allowed to do that, and you're coming after them, and blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. It has nothing to do with these people. And they're like, oh, you're just into drama. Really, I was moving, and I was brought into it, and I'm responding to it. What the fuck are you doing here? Yeah, you may think it's entertainment, but at the same time, you're fucking obsessed with drama because you can't stop fucking watching it. Okay? And Lori, you're a fucking piece of shit. You, that Kirsty bitch. Who else? Missy K. Fucking, not you, Navigator. I saw you on there. In the comments. Gold Star Mom. First of all, Gold Star Mom, don't you ever fucking reach out to any of us again begging for money behind the scenes, because that's all you fucking do. Go get it yourself. Okay? So now, sorry to keep you backstage. I'm going to bring this person up, and I want everybody to be respectful and open-minded and kind to this person as I let them up. Okay? So. You're muted. You're muted, by the way. That's okay, because you're an invisible X anyways. So I'll just speak for you and tell people what you're saying. First off, I understand that you are Country Joe's invisible X. Now, before I let you answer that, invisible X, let me just start off by saying, just from my title, you have idiots running around, Robbie's going real life, he's doing this, he's doing that. No, I'm proving a point. This fake persona of Country Joe's, this fake persona and this accent or whatever she's fucking trying to do is bullshit. So what else is she fucking lying about? There is proof, and why don't you ask? Okay, Lori, provide proof and I'll fucking believe your dumbass. Until then, guess what, bitch? Get the fuck out of my chat. Okay? Maybe head down and get some fucking extensions. Anyway, sorry about that, Invisible X. So I understand that you have been dumped and flip-flopped on as well for her new invisible boyfriend. Is this correct? Oh, wow. Wow. That must really fucking hurt. So I understand you guys just started off as invisible friends, or what's going on with that? Can you possibly tell me why Country Joe decides to come on here and fake her life and speak in a weird accent, fucking get people riled up, bully somebody, and then all of a sudden when you have an invisible X and put it in your title, they fucking go bonkers. I did this for a purpose, you guys. I did this for a reason. First of all, I don't believe any fucking thing that comes out of Country Joe's mouth at this point. Nothing. So whether she is raising money or has a fiance or whatever, fucking go spend time with him and stop talking that ridiculous fucking accent. And if you interact with people, Country Joe, how about you start being yourself and treating people the way you fucking want to be treated? Okay? And then all of a sudden you're freaking out. Oh my God, what did you get scared that we're going to find out you don't actually have a fucking fiance? You're going to have your stupid ass friend Lori come into my chat? Oh, she has a fiance. I've seen him. God, you guys are fucking idiots. You're a bunch of people who team up on everybody because you have nothing better going on in your life. And in my opinion, you do not have a fiance. You have shitty friends like Lori and all these other fucking idiots who drag people on the internet, team up on people all the fucking time. You're absolutely right, Arrow. Lori's a sheep. All these people are. And I'm so sick and tired of people befriending me on here and then all of a sudden just flipping and being a piece of shit. I ain't going to tolerate it. That's why, Missy K, you got the boot, and you don't get a further explanation than you're fucking two-faced and shitty. Lori, keep your fat ass out of my chat. I'm not going to tolerate people creating drama so that they have fucking something to talk about. And then when I respond to it, when it's none of my business to begin with, but you pulled me into it, all of a sudden, I'm a man attacking a fucking woman. First of all, Country Joe is playing the character of a man, so no. So start fucking being yourself. Sallyann, go booze it up and spark up a live stream on your own fucking channel, fatty. Okay? Because you're not fucking welcome here either. You don't practice your communication skills. You do live streams and you message me after you already started a live stream talking about me. So take your drunk ass elsewhere and go get some fucking help, Sally, because nobody fucking cares. Everybody that you see in your chats have turned on somebody at some point. So it's not surprising when people like Gold Star Mom and all these other people turn on you. It's not. And I actually, you guys are just showing me that I am better off not wasting my time with you. So I'm not going to sit here. I'm going to focus on the good things in my life like I've been doing. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with a bunch of fucking idiots on the internet that have nothing better to do with their lives but make up stories, lies, become the victim of something so that they have some sort of content or they have some sort of fucking importance so that they feel important to somebody else. Sallyann, your ass, you were just mooching off MRB. You got booted out of that community. Where'd you go? You came over to mine, begged me to come up on your panel all the time, share your channel out, which I fucking did. And then what did you do? You found somebody with a bigger following, Natasha Cooper. And every chance you got up on Natasha's panel. I love you. You're just the best person in the world, Natasha. Everybody loves you. These people are just jealous of you, Natasha. And even Natasha would be like, shut the fuck up. Natasha is somebody who, in my experience, does not speak their mind of what they feel until they're mad at you. You could see it on her face. It was written all over her face. You annoyed the fuck out of her. She couldn't wait to have you out of her community. And now you're trying to be her. You will never be Natasha Cooper. Ever. You don't have it in you. You don't have the sass. You don't have the voice. You're a soprano, I'm guessing. Right, Sallyann? A monotone soprano. You're not Natasha. Nobody, and this is the other thing that bugs the shit out of me. Either do crafts or do drama. Please pick one. Because as you're knitting a cute little thing or doing a cute painting for somebody else, you're dragging people while you're doing that. You're putting that bad energy into the gift that you're making for somebody. Nobody's going to want to buy that fucking gift with all that negative fucking bullshit energy in it. Are you fucking kidding me? Nobody. So hold on, let me send a couple links out because there's people that actually have experience with these fucking crazy two-faced women. Okay? But again, Sallyann, you are milking it for everything you got. Every fucking thing. I think, in my personal opinion, I think you purposely befriended Mrs. Portland because you saw when she fights with people like your idol, Natasha, it gets them views. So what better way than to pick on somebody that is more vulnerable than you and to pick on somebody that you feel is smaller than you? And it's an easy fight because you know she'll clap back and you know she has a lot of people that go against her. So what better way than to get her in your inner circle and have some big drama going down, Sallyann? You think people don't see that? Like, yeah, the idiots will stick around, like Mama Jane and Kirsty and all these fucking dumbasses, Lori, all these people who have nothing going on in their lives that's good or productive. Of course, they're going to join in on it with you. Because what else are they going to do with their fucking day? Scratch their ass with their fucking hand that has whipped cream fucking dried all over it? I fucking think so. Okay. So hold on. Let me boot the invisible X. I did that to prove a point, guys. And this is what's really funny. There's going to be people that don't watch this and just see the title. Oh my God, he went real life and blah, blah, blah. And they're not going to look into things for themselves because they're fucking ignorant. That's why. So to the two people I was speaking that wanted links, there's the link in the chat for you. And I'll see who it is because I already know who I invited up anyhow. I don't know you guys very well, but it's so kind to see people sticking up for someone vulnerable like Mrs. P. Having a disabled son, it means a lot to see someone doing this for someone with disabilities. Thank you for that, Tiff. And you know what? Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on, Sallyann. Hold on, Lauren.
Yes.
Sallyann backstage. So
okay.
How can I help you, Sallyann?
How can you help me, Robbie?
Make your fucking bed.
Make your fucking bed.
I just fucking did.
You fucking didn't. I'll tell you what, you are a fucking user. You are using Mrs. P, not us. We tried to help her.
Tell me how. Tell me how. How am I using
now
Mrs. P?
Painting. She's doing paintings that she's selling. Who taught her to do that? Not you, you fucking arsehole.
Excuse me, that was me. That was me, ma'am.
No, it was not you. Fuck you.
That was me. Yes, it was.
Sallyann, how many drinks have you had?
I purchased 2 of them. Yes.
Are you drunk right now, Sallyann?
No, I'm not drunk, Robbie. Are you
You're
on drugs, Robbie? Are you on drugs?
Absolutely not.
Did your boyfriend love all this drama?
Sallyann, you're gonna keep calm, Sallyann, or you're going to be muted if you're gonna speak over people. So get a glass of water. I want to see you drinking some water. You're muted, dumbass.
You're gonna
go get a glass of water. You'll be backstage until you go get a glass of water, hydrate yourself, and come back, bitch.
It's just so fucking unreal and cringy as fuck. Why does it matter if she is selling her paintings?
Dude, she's backstage drinking out of a fucking wine glass.
Yeah, I am, Robbie.
Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Come back.
Oh my God. It's like 4 in the afternoon, girl.
I think she thought I couldn't see her and she picked up the wine glass. Yeah. Come back when you're sober, dumbass. Okay, anyways. Hello, Lauren.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Oh,
dude, yesterday was crazy. You didn't warn me for this bullshit. Damn.
Yeah. No.
Oh my God.
See, here's the thing. And we just caught her in a lie, Sallyann. I asked her, and you guys, the only reason I bring up drinking, she was talking about my sobriety the other day so fucking much. So this bitch, I just asked her, are you drinking? No, I'm not drinking. I put her backstage. She thought I kicked her. I'm looking and she literally picks it up real fast and drinks it. Go fucking get help, Sallyann. Go get help. Hey, Mrs.
Oh my
Portland.
God. Hi, sugar dumpling.
Hey, Lauren. How are you?
So, okay. So I don't know how the fuck this happened. So yesterday, I was going about my day and I get a call from little old Mrs. Portland. Her and I spent like the better part of an afternoon on the phone talking about her. I think she mentioned Sallyan's name like once and maybe CJ's name like twice. But I asked her, I'm like, her stories are so, I could listen to her for hours. I kid you not. And I asked her, I said, well, would you be willing? Because the way she kind of said it to me was that she doesn't get to speak about these things on YouTube. And I want to take that opportunity. I want you to tell that shit on my channel. So she agreed. I guess after we hung up the phone, she made a post about it. And then she texted me and she's like, oh my God, they're threatening you and all this. And I'm like, who? So I go to this Sally chick's channel and they are like, we're going to contact Brutally Lauren and we're going to tell her that Mrs. Portland's bad. And Mrs. Portland, how dare you want to go on her panel and talk about my kid? And I'm like, what in the fuck is wrong with these broads? Like, this is nuts, bro. Nuts. We had, and when Mrs. Portland says, and she said it last night, I was going on there to talk about myself. I swear on everything I love. I didn't want to hear about these fucking crazy broads. I have enough crazy broads in my own fucking community. I don't need any more. This is insanity, dude.
Yeah, and see, the whole point is you have Sallyann. You have Sallyann, who's this morning listening to Country Joe crying and boo-hoo, and then saying, we want a truce already. Just leave it be. Really? That's what we've been asking you since you fucking started this bullshit, is to leave Miss Portland alone. But you can't. Because otherwise, you're just going to sit there doing crafts on your channel and nobody's going to fucking listen to you. So now you want a truce? When you allow people in your chat to say they're going to call the police on Miss Portland, they're going to lock her up, and you bring up Mrs. Portland's child? Fuck you, Sallyann.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
My husband too.
And you know what, Robbie, you know my attitude towards these types of people on YouTube. I've said the same thing for pretty much for years. Well, I told Mrs. Portland yesterday, I said, girl, we're going to get you straight. You're going to turn this negativity into, like, I was fucking impressed. I've got to tell you, I mean, all she did was made a community post that was up maybe 15 seconds, and she had over 200 fucking people triggered as fuck. Just by her post. I said, that woman is my fucking spirit animal. Robbie is my male. You are my female spirit animal.
I shared Lauren's post from yesterday regarding the fact that she wanted to interview me on Friday, and I saw that she had set that up. So I shared it to my community post, and Sally just freaked. And she started in on attacking me because apparently Sally had it in her head that I was only coming on Lauren's interview to attack her and CJ. And that's not the fact. Lauren wanted to hear my life story about me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
She's
I was not even going to bring them up. I was not even going to bring them up. But they both had it.
I didn't want it. Like, yes, I'm a drama channel. I own it, but this was totally different. And you knew that. And I knew that. Like, I didn't need that drama. You have so much shit to say that you even said yourself, you don't get to say. I would like to be that platform for you to say it.
I appreciate it.
Really?
Well, like I said, I think I'm going to lay low for just a little bit more because
I understand. Yeah.
Yesterday, I just want to kind of give things a chance to kind of calm themselves a little bit.
Absolutely.
The waters to calm down before I, do the interview with you. It's not that I'm not saying no completely, but just
you're not. No, I'll drag you over there.
Right. I'm just wanting some time to kind of let things simmer down a bit.
Absolutely.
Hey, Stretch.
Love you.
Michael wants to know. I think she's mailing it out today, Michael.
And I was called a clout chaser. I was called, like, I don't know any of these people that were in the chat. A lot, whatever Robbie says Lauren's going to do. Lauren is Robbie Jr. Thank you, whoever said that. I think it was moi or somebody. I appreciate that. I've been friends with Robbie for many years now. Go fuck yourself.
You're your own person.
You know, fuck
You
them.
have right to stand your ground, just like Robbie does. Robbie is his own person. He speaks his own mind. He's his own man.
Yeah, and to the person that said, Robbie, what happened to you? Robbie's not taking any fucking shit from these stupid bitches anymore. Amen. Thank you, brother. Yay. I'm so happy.
Well, and I won't even listen, and I'll let Jan tell her story in a second. But when I have even my mother going into chats and my mom wonders why I'm upset with her, as Sallyann is calling me a pussy and Country Joe and stuff. Yeah, I told my mom to fuck off yesterday. I do not tolerate, I don't care who you are. Do not disrespect me and expect respect in return. That's not going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
Sallyann. I don't care if Sallyann is streaming me. Here's Sallyann.
I'm glad you actually brought that up, Robbie, because I was going to come to that later, but I'll actually start off with that. Because Mama Joan, I love you to bits. I love you to the moon and back, to the universe even. And you know that. And I have huge, huge respect for you. But you've got such the most genuine heart that you can get easily fooled. And a lot of people are easily fooled on here.
Yeah.
Because this is the day, and she will know by the tone of my voice, I'm not angry, I'm calm. Because she knows full well how to push my buttons to get me angry, that I'll break down and I can no longer carry on because I'm blubbering like a silly little babby. But today, Sal, I'm not crying. I'm deathly calm. And here comes the story. Are you ready for this, Sally? A lot of people
and Don
have been
K is
waiting
up here
for this.
support.
A lot of people have been waiting for this. Hi, babes. I love you, baby.
Love you too.
And I'm so sorry for what she's doing to you as well. And yet, out there, I've gone and said it again. I'm so sorry for what she's doing to you. Because I've been there, darling, and I've had it done for me.
No, Amiel, you're right. I actually had to text Robbie yesterday. Robbie, I hope I wasn't interrupting you, by the way. You know, I hate doing that. But I didn't know any of these women, but they seem to know me. And I was very, oh my God, wow. Yeah. So, yeah, that's true. I actually texted Robbie to tell him.
Well, Lauren, I don't know you. I must admit, I've never seen your channel. I've seen your name mentioned a few times, but I don't know you, so it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Jan.
I will come and check you out, because that's what I do. I go and have a look, and I go and have a watch and what have you, and I sort out for myself where I stand.
And you did say that he's now being restreamed by the same channel that called me chasing clout. And anybody who knows me knows I don't care about numbers. I really don't. I don't care what anybody thinks. But I am genuine towards my friends, and I love my friends very much, and that's all that it's really about for me. But it's ironic.
What, darling?
Shut up, Lycan. What did you say, Miss Portland?
She's saying she wanted to apologize to you, Jan.
Yeah. Jan, I'm sorry, and I apologize to you, Jan, for the way that things have been between you and myself. You know, I've had a lot of my own
need for that
and so forth. But again, I've always thought of you as a friend as well. I'm sorry for any hurt that I may have caused you.
No, all that's gone. No. I'm not having that. No, all that's gone.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to write to apologize.
We are fine.
Okay. Portland, you need to stop apologizing, hon. They owe you a huge apology. What they did was just, it was downright despicable, disgusting, grown adults going after someone like that. The stuff they said about your child and everything else. Leave her alone. If you don't like what she says, leave her alone. Turn the channel. Log off.
Again, long story
being
short,
triggered out here is like is something you don't want to show. But yesterday, when I heard a grown ass woman say verbatim, "Oh, Mrs. Portland, we were just playing with you. Come back."
Well, can I just get my story out first before anybody else speaks? Because
absolutely, Jen. Let's hear it, love.
I won't go round the houses, but it all started last year. This time last year, our channel was growing very nicely and very quietly. And Robbie as a creator, used to come into the channel. And as she is so falsely said earlier on, and I will say falsely because I and Dawn were there and we both know what went on. Robbie is so right. He would come into our channel and say, "Hi, I'm just going to work. I haven't got a few minutes, but I just wanted to pop in and say hiya." And we'd all be going hiya. Well, because I adore Robbie, sorry, Stretch, but I'm letting a few secrets out. I'd flirt with him like crazy. So would all of us. Sorry, Stretch. Now I've got a Stretch Robbie sandwich, but never mind. Anyway, Robbie would come up and Sallyann would be going, "Oh, Robbie, come on up on the panel. Come up on panel. We'd love to see you." That was for the views and the clicks. Don't care, Sally, what you're saying. I can't hear you. I've been hearing you all day. I've been hearing you for 7 months. Berate me. I've heard you backstab me. I've heard you call my character into question. I've heard you go on real life in the respect that you have said how I used to control the channel. I don't think so. Dawn will attest to this, and so will Robin, because we helped you build the channel. You did not build that channel. We helped you. Yes, you have talent. I will agree, you have talent. You don't utilize it because you get too distracted and you go off on a tangent or you go off on a rant. And because I was front of house and we are very similar, which is why we never got on per se, because we are one of the same. But unlike you, I have morals, I might add, because I would never, ever dream of doing to Mrs. Portland what you've done. Oh, while I'm here, before I forget, CJ, yes, you can take my wrench. Because since yesterday, I've been messaging you to get back in touch with me, and you only want to hear one side, and you have definitely, as Sally so not likes to say, people can go wherever they want and do what they want. Well, hey, I am now with my criminy. Everybody that is listening, I am now part of the team of my criminy because our Sallyann forced me into it by pushing me off the fence. Everybody she was saying, "I don't tell anybody where to go." Yes, she does. She's told me where to choose. She's told another great sub of ours who was very, very good and loving to her.
Jan, I want to ask you, how did it?
I can't stand that you were in Scarlet's. You so disappointed me. You've made where you're blocked. So you've thrown him to the wolves. He is his own person, Sallyann. He can go where he wants, when he wants, do what he wants, say what he wants, because he is his own voice. As with all of us. Now you, my dear, I'm sorry to say, are a typical user. You are the shit stirrer. Because what have I done until this minute? I've not said one bad word against you until now. Because now I have had the shit of seeing you replay the same cycle again for the 4th time, I might add. But where before we kept the subs out of it, every time you moderate subs, they get to find out your true nature. And that true nature is that you're selfish, you're needy, and you need us there beside you 100% every single day. Because you'd wake me up before I'd even got out of this bed. Oh, come on, panel, come on, panel. I wasn't even awake, for God's sake.
Not to
We'd
mention
be there all day. We'd be there all day crafting with you. And then at night time, when you knew and you had promised me, because I didn't control you in any way, shape or form, I asked you, because it would be a long day, could we close at 10:30? Yeah, that's fine, you said, that's fine. Then came the time when you would be creeping up and creeping up and creeping up. After that time, you'd be telling my fella to mute his music, whereas actually you've told everybody how I live, how I shouldn't be in this flat, how I shouldn't have the dog that I have because my old girl died, and a bunch of other stuff. And because, yes, they're on my criminy and Robin was with you, I don't give a shit about that because we reconnected. Yeah, agreed. You'll be shouting there right now. I can see it in my eye. We reconnected because you tried to buy your way in. No, I didn't. I was helping you out of a fix by buying some of the jewellery off your channel, off Dawn. Dawn had a jewellery sale. I was buying some of that jewellery. And the only way to do it is to get through you, which you knew about. Anyway, to cut a long story short, we reconnected.
Broken Justice. I'm sorry, Dan. Broken Justice. How did Mrs. Portland start this?
Mrs. Portland did not start this Broken Justice. It's got nothing
She
to do
absolutely
with
did
Broken
not.
Justice.
Okay. Can I say
It's got
something
nothing to
before
do with
you
Mrs. Portland Broken Justice. Can you just have 5 minutes, babe, and then you've got the whole world.
Okay. Absolutely.
Because I need to get this out. This has been a long time coming. And
Right.
Robbie said to do it. I love you to bits, but
That's okay.
that is the way to ask Mrs. Portland to please be quiet. You don't scream and shout at her. You don't block her. Oh, that block button is very handy for you, isn't it? Because the last time I confronted you, you blocked me 3 times. You muted me 3 times. Can't mute me now, can you? Oh, she's going to be there screaming her head off. I'm going to rewatch it after and laugh. Because you've had this coming a long time. Anyhow, where was I before I got... Where was I, Dawn?
The jewelry sale.
Thank you, babe. I reconnected with Dawn. And Robin, when they left you, yes, Robin wanted to reconnect with me. That is absolutely fine, because if I can reconnect with you, why can't I reconnect with Robin? And for the first time ever, I made a phone recording of that recording. Yes, you're right, I was recording that phone call. I've recorded it in its entirety, but I've not let it out. And in that phone call, you told me I could not be a fence sitter. This was a war. I had to choose which side. It's them or me. It's them or me. You can't be over there and support me. Yes, I can, because Cypher was doing it. Cypher 730, if you're out there, I miss you, babe. We all love you to bits, and we appreciate you for who you are. Unlike some. Now, I reconnected with the girls. That is fine. Then I'm now hearing that I've been brought into all their troubles that they're having with you. Because who brought me into it? You did.
Well,
By
Jan,
making issues and throwing me off the fence. Hang on, Dawn.
okay.
And making me choose, right? So now it's come full circle that the circle is starting all over again with CJ and her mods. And she's using somebody as a crutch. Now, she will say, oh, you've been told all this. No, it's because I'm like Robbie. I sit and I watch. And other creators are starting to question you too, Sal. It is coming to an end. It is, because now you are showing who you really are. Whereas before, as you say, the mask was on. Well, I'm sorry, Sal, but you keep my name out of your mouth. And yes, you did weaponize Mrs. Portland because you admitted it. And you actually said it on a live. The next day, you apologized to me. Sorry, I don't accept that apology because it was empty. And you know it was an empty apology. It's just so you could feel better and so everybody thought that you weren't as bad as you are. I'm sorry, you're bad. You're selfish, you're needy, and you're a joke. Don't talk to me, don't follow me. And yeah, I knew you were following me all them months. Nobody had to tell me that, because every time I turned up somewhere, there you were. Because I know how you think and I know how you work. It's the same cycle. You've gone full circle and you're now doing it to these girls. Leave the girls alone. Do not snidey remark. Oh, and one thing before I forget, Craftastic. I've had to keep this quiet for a long time. But I'd just like to say to you, you know how I adore you and how I love you. But it was completely wrong of her to make you agree with her about our story. And you know what that story is about, a certain something that you got. And I was watching that live where she said, oh, and do you remember that ex-mod of ours? And how she asked you that question and how she made you feel? I was showing concern for you, and you know that. And you said that you didn't want to answer the question, and I said that was fine. But the other week, you agreed with Sallyann. Now that hurt, because I love you, and I do respect you for who you are. But that's all gone, because I know where it's coming from. So please, as I end this, now people have got to hear some, and it's only a very, very small amount, of how you treated us as moderators, mods, wrenches, whatever they call it. Your team, because you'd only craft. Yeah, you have talent. Of course you've got talent. Everybody knows that. But you don't utilize it. You get too easily distracted and go off on a tangent. And now you know drama sells. Well, who was the biggest advocate for I don't want drama? You were. Who is now causing all the drama? You are. And a vulnerable woman, and I hope you don't mind me calling you vulnerable, because I love you to bits. You don't do that, Sal. And please don't call your moderators names behind their backs and talk to them sweetly to their face, because the truth comes out and we always find out.
Mm-hmm.
And for another thing, one more thing, Robbie, CJ, and this concerns you, Robbie, from the other week. You tried to get me in trouble with him twice. Twice. Not once, but twice. Both on this channel. The first time was with an ex-mod, living with doggos. Every time you come on a stream yard, it's because you have us all blocked and you want to see what is being read in the chat. And because Living with Doggos was in the chat talking to me, in you trot and you come up on panel. And you deliberately used Robbie to be able to see what was being said in chat.
Yep.
Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, well, I did. And I'll tell you why that was, Jerry, in a minute.
Well, can I pause you there and say to Jerry, I helped Sallyann get out of a dark time when she was booted out of Mommy Rambling's community. And as soon as Natasha Cooper and I got in a fight, not Scarlett, but Sallyann completely acted like I didn't exist at all, wouldn't have anything to do with me for no reason other than her own agenda.
Yeah. Jerry, all that Sallyann has told you, you really do, people really do have to learn to do research and
Who
to
the hell
watch.
is it? Who is this person?
I don't know. They keep asking for a link. Like,
please do not take anybody's word at face value. Please go and look and watch, because you will learn a hell of a lot if you do that. Because like Jerry's comment, what he said, then I can explain that, and I will explain that because I know that Sallyann is now going to come for me big style.
Thank you, Breezy.
Hey, I don't care, because next time I'm going on my channel. No, I haven't got receipts, Sallyann. Bring the proof. Bring the proof. It's on the micrimony. It's on the micrimony, but it's in your videos that you spoke about. It doesn't matter that Robin was front of house, and I've explained that. You can't be on there on your own, because where are you now and who's in the background? But Chrissy and Julie. Everybody's always in the background behind you because you can't be on your own. You need that guarantee.
There's 30 people working behind the scenes with Sallyann right now.
There's so many times, Rob, I've had to go up and literally been paged in the back to, could you go get Sally down? She's drinking. She's really, she didn't understand that up there drinking the way she was, acting the way she was. She represented all of us, and it was a huge embarrassment. This was not about us being jealous of her talking to Julie or Chris. It had nothing to do with them. You come back and you get screamed and yelled at, like you're a 2-year-old or something because she's having a meltdown,
And there you go.
And then we get lied about. We get lied about that Julie didn't ask to be in the chat. Well, Jan, what happened that morning?
I was in the chat. I made the chat. Yes, I did make the chat.
And who texted me?
Julie.
And what did she ask?
To come in the chat so I could say hello to her. Because unlike what you said, I've never talked to Julie. I've talked to Julie since last year. I've been in every panel with you. Wherever you've been following me, I've been saying hello to everybody, including Julie. And I said it would be lovely to talk to Julie. Yes. Please include her, because in that panel that you accused me of making, I did make that group chat. And me, Robin, added Dawn, and then we added Julie straight off, and then we added the rest of the girls. So, yeah, you're right. I'm now micrimony. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Sorry, Miss P was raising her hand, so I wanted to get back
on. Sorry, darling. I'm sorry I've taken so long.
No, it's okay.
No worries. I just wanted to let everyone know again. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I am going to own up and take responsibility yet again, because again, it's partially my fault as well for being hateful,
Don't
nasty,
you
and
dare.
ugly.
I'm not having that.
I-
Don't you dare. You're not to
Hold on, Jen,
apologize.
hold on.
Don't
Please
dare.
Let her pop it.
I have been as disrespectful toward everybody as well because, again, when I am constantly attacked and have made the most worst hateful comments made towards me and my family, you know, they expect me just to roll over and lay dead and expect me to take it. Well, you know, again, my father's a military man, or I say was, and I have a sailor's mouth, and my mouth will constantly get me in trouble. But again, I want to own up to everything, weigh my own share of mistakes. I have been extremely wrong numerous times over.
Mrs. Portland, I want to say something about that.
I own it,
Let
and
Robbie
I
talk.
take responsibility by admitting the fact that, you know, I have just as much a share in all this as anybody else, because again, when I'm attacked, I will attack back. I will respond.
That's
But
the
it may
human
not be
nature,
the
Mrs.
right
P.
way.
Mhm.
Hold
Well,
on. But again, I'm just saying, you know, I'm not perfect, and I will continue to fall. I will continue to make mistakes, but at least right now, I'm going to stand up to the plate and let everybody know that I'm not perfect, you know, and I take full ownership.
And I understand
My
that, and
mom-
I completely wait. I
Broken
understand that
Justice,
completely.
fuck that award. She don't care about an award anymore.
only-
Get the fuck over it.
The
Yeah,
only
but-
problem is.
Well, hold on before I forget, because Broken Justice keeps bringing up
Go on.
Mrs. Portland started this, or Miss Portland did this, or she was mad over an award. Do you
Okay.
not understand Mrs. Portland has a different way of thinking than we do?
Exactly.
She was hurt.
Mhm.
She did not register. She did not know it was not intentional. That's because she has a different way of thinking due to disabilities. What fucking
Okay.
part of that don't you understand, Broken
Until
Justice?
you all can
Yeah,
understand her
defend it.
disability, don't speak on it, you know?
Exactly.
Okay. I'm at fault, but again, when all this started, yes, I flipped out because again, when Sally and I very last communicated, she had mentioned to me that CJ was thinking about doing this Chroma Award and that
Mhm.
CJ was looking at possibly putting me in for a nomination. And I thought, okay, that really made me feel good. I was happy. And then when it all got turned around and CJ started mouthing off and saying, well, oh, I had to be fair. I'm not going to put Mrs. P in for this because of this or this. Okay, you know what? Yes, I felt disappointed and left out. And
I
yes,
would have.
I meant to like it. Yes, I snapped and I admit it.
That's right.
And I had a hissy fit over it.
Guys, Sallyann is backstage again. Do you want me to
I
let her
know.
up or no?
No.
Okay.
No, let me stay back there.
Sallyann,
You let her know
No,
her fault.
because she only tries to overtalk all of
Yeah.
us, and
She-
I'd have
Well,
to
that's
tell
what she
you
was.
to mute her.
She blocked
That's
us
what
on
she
her
was doing.
account,
Leave
so
her
we
there.
can't
I thought it was pretty awesome
Leave
with
her
me and
there.
Robbie and her.
Well,
Because
here's the thing.
every
She can't even
time,
be honest
Jen.
right now. I
Every
asked
time.
Sallyann, I said, are you drinking? Because listen, when I'm drunk, I don't talk clearly, okay? I'm a mess. She clearly told me I'm not drinking, and I sent her backstage,
she
and she
was.
literally
She
picks up the
straight
fucking
into
wine.
a bowl.
Now, she said, I'm
She was
not drinking,
drinking
you
out of the
are.
bowl
Yeah.
all the while
Yes,
she was
yes,
bringing
yes,
you.
yeah.
Because as I was watching you, I
Okay.
was watching her, and she went straight and opened a bottle of wine. So
Okay,
yes,
but
she's
again, getting
drinking.
back to the so-called Chroma Awards, yes, I will truly admit that I snapped. I lost it, and I threw a temper tantrum. I will admit it. And my actions and my behavior, yet again, is in the wrong.
Mhm.
You see, this is what you don't understand, people, is that you're only listening to one side. You're not getting the full picture.
Mhm.
Whether you don't have time to get the full picture or you don't want to know the full picture, those of us that have been ex-moderators, every single time she builds her channel, I built my channel. Oh, you're the best moderators
Oh no,
that
she
I've
built
ever
the
had.
community, Jan. Don't forget,
She built the
built that
community. Yeah. She built the community. You're the best moderators I've ever had. We're family. It's the same script. Whoever goes by the script is Sallyann because she says it every single time. Now, Louiella, I advocated for you to be a moderator. How long is it? This time last year, wasn't it, Dawn? Because you were with us. And I would suggest that she made Louis Ella a mod.
I was
She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it.
Dude, Sallyann is backstage 2 times now.
She wouldn't do it. Hang on, hang on.
Let her stay
She
there.
wouldn't do. She wouldn't do it.
I'd like Robbie if we
Hang
could talk
on.
to her.
She wouldn't do it. Let me get this out first. She wouldn't do it, right? So, as soon as all the girls had left her, and she's backstabbing, and she's yak, and she's dragging them to high heaven, they have not said one word against her.
Oh, we've been dared to
Not
say
one word. Scarlett is her own person. Scarlett does not speak for them girls, and she does not speak for me.
Okay.
Scarlett is her own person. Yeah, hang on, Mrs. P,
On my
please.
part,
I know, Amber. That's what I want to do.
I want to say something too regarding small town. Is yes, I'm gonna again step up, and I will truly admit, yes, I was nasty and hateful towards small town. But there was one time when she and I last spoke, she had made a hurtful comment yet again regarding my child.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Portland, I want to say something to you.
Yeah.
I lost my temper, I lost my cool, and I snapped. And yes, I told small town, you know, again, I'm sorry she's ill. And
Right, Jamie?
I wish no ill will on her, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
at
can't
this
sit for
point,
very long.
I don't care what happens to you,
keep
small
moving.
town. I could care less what goes on with you, because when you hurt me, I'm just to the point where I could care less, you know, what you think of me, but I really don't care. I don't care about small town to this
There you
point.
go. Can you highlight Robin Swan?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I
There you
was
go.
crying. I was crying because my boyfriend had left me, and I was high and crying and everything, and she was there for me. Bullshit, Sally. You fell asleep because you were drunk, and we had to mute you because you snored, or we'd leave and go to another chat.
Lauren, what were you going to say?
Bullshit. You want to talk about people getting high and everything?
Nothing.
You better look at your fucking mind.
All I want to say is, people, just watch a few of the old lives. And whatever is said about me, I think I've proved my worth to not only Robbie, there's too many R's around here. Stretch, get up here. I'm getting confused with all these R's. And as you know, but that thing about living with doggos is that every time, and she got CJ to back her up on the panel, every time she turned her camera off, she was emailing her behind the scenes. And every time she come back on camera, she was getting more and more upset. And then when Robbie asked, "Are you okay, Sal?" and she's like, "No, read between the lines. We wasn't even talking about her. We was talking about how Mrs. P needed help with her problems." And she got so paranoid, and it's because StreamYard, you can see everybody who you have blocked.
Well, I thought it was
and that's why she is now on her own channel on StreamYard reading out all our comments. Because go to the live at the beginning, she's reading out all the comments of them blocked.
Guys, just a second, because she's like going ballistic crazy backstage. I'm gonna let her up for 1 second and see what she's saying, because she's literally back there twice.
Well,
so hold on a minute. I'm gonna put this up because I don't know if one of them is. Hold on. And Lauren, before I do, what were you saying? Sorry, I was.
No, that's okay. I had a lot to say. I forgot most of it, but but I've only been around this Miss Portland situation, really involved in it for about 24 hours, and the only person that's taken accountability for anything is Mrs. Portland. Yep. So she's the one that's talking about your kids. She's the one that's doing this. She's the one. What about you fucking hags who are doing the same fucking shit to her?
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna let her up,
bullshit. Guys. And all of you fucking haters keep trying to make her take accountability. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, before I let Sallyann up, and then I'm going to let her up, is nobody is registering. What they're doing is they're saying, well, this is wrong with me, or I have this disability or this or that, but they're not registering. And they keep going back to the fact that Mrs. Portland was hurt. She wasn't nominated. Well, in her world, okay, put yourself in her shoes for 1 second. She thinks differently. She gets offended more easily. She thinks differently. She's mentally disabled. So if she was hurt by that, just hear her out. Yes, when she gets mad, she says mean stuff, but you don't go down to her level. And I'm not saying that to be mean.
They
she
went
is on a
way
different
below
level.
her level.
Yeah, she's on a different level. So you don't stoop down to that level. And Mrs. P is going to know what I mean when I say this. When a 5-year-old picks a fight and pouts with you, you don't go down to their level and keep fighting with them and disrespect them and fucking fight with a 5-year-old. Okay? And Mrs. P is a lot smarter than a 5-year-old. I'm just saying that the mentality level is different, and Mrs. P continuously tells people that, but I'm going to let her up. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, she's taking a sip of her wine. Let her put it down. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, of course she is.
Okay.
Robbie?
Hello? Yeah, I'm not on meth.
Yeah, are you not?
You're
Fuck
echoing.
you, Robbie. I'll tell you what, Robbie.
Oh, here we go.
You're echoing.
Remove yourself once.
You're muted and you're echoing.
Yeah. Turn your stream
Hold on,
off.
let me kick her from the other one and see if that helps, because she's backstage twice. Hold on. Okay.
Everybody wants to fucking. Oh.
Everybody what? You are muted.
What? Can't hear you.
Fucking mute them all. Fucking mute them all.
Okay, well,
See,
be quiet.
that's what she likes.
Mute them all, Robbie.
Oh,
Okay, you're echoing. Sallyann, you're echoing. How many windows do you have open?
I have no fucking idea, because you know what? I'm fucking drunk.
I can see that.
You just are using Julie as a crutch.
I can get the clips rolling there.
There you go.
Hang on, guys. Let her talk. I don't know. What are you saying, Sallyann? Did you say cunt? You called me
Yes,
cunt?
I said cunt. Robbie,
Okay.
you were all crying about your fucking friend that took her own life. You look at this.
I actually said I still haven't cried about that to this day.
Well, you want to fucking cry, because I'll tell you what, these cunts are just taking you down that fucking road.
Oh, you're the biggest cunt that ever lived, Sally. You're using Julie. You are using Julie. You're using Julie to get Robbie to not do the stream today. And you want to talk about everyone else? You're muted, dummy.
You're muted because you're echoing, Sallyann.
Yeah, fuck off, Sally. You too.
You were virtually begging him.
Seeing double
You
and
were
we're hearing
begging him.
double. So
You were begging him not to do the stream because Julie is so ill.
And you had Julie up there. Yeah, yeah. You're using Julie as a crutch.
Where's your fucking twins, John?
you're echoing, Sally.
I'm echoing. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, I do. It's annoying.
Obviously don't.
Sounds trigger me, okay? Fix your shit so I can unmute you. You have another
Your audio's
window open.
drunk too. Stop feeding your wine to your audio.
Yeah, you need to close one of your windows of YouTube.
Listen, Sally.
You're muted. Nobody can hear you.
Listen,
Anyway.
Sally. Listen, Sally.
Her audio passed out now. Yeah.
Bobby,
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Robbie,
We can hear you.
I don't even know.
You
where
see,
it
every time you try to speak, you like using the mute button. So how is it to feel that you are muted and you are trying to speak?
Yeah,
I think she thinks that if she talks louder, it'll magically unmute or something.
Yeah.
It's strange. Look
And
at her.
that's why she don't like me.
Jan, fuck you.
Fuck you, Sally.
Jan. Bye-bye, Jan. Mute her. She's a fucking...
You, who the hell are you? This isn't your stream, Sally. Fuck off.
No. No.
Oh, you want to talk about your husband?
This is
You want to talk about you weaponizing people?
You want to talk about you lying about people? You cunt.
I've never lied about anybody.
I introduced Sally Stillwell. I
Fuck
introduced to you the real Sally Stillwell.
Fuck you, Jan Rocks, and fuck you with your fucking legs. Nobody likes you, Jan. They all fucking hate you. You overspeak.
Now it's you, Sally. Stop projecting. Stop projecting. My God. Stop projecting. Yeah. Stop projecting.
Jan!
Are we doing any crafts today?
Fuck you.
Sallyann.
Hey,
Sallyann.
I don't just
Hang on.
attack people. You came at me, lady, and I don't even fucking know you.
No, you
That's what she does, Lauren.
You are Robbie. This is between me and you.
Wait a minute.
It's between you and Robbie, but you were talking shit and your fucking chat was talking shit about me yesterday.
Guys,
It's between you, him, and CJ, actually. But where's CJ?
Dan.
Hold on. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody real fast. You guys, hold on a minute. There's too many people talking at once. First of all, Sallyann, this is not between me and you. This is between you and Mrs. Portland. You decided to throw me into it. Okay? I was minding my own fucking business. So this is not between me and you. You can't seem to have enough communication skills to work your problems out with somebody who you know is mentally disabled and you just can't stop talking about. So what do? Instead of having a good conversation and possibly working things out like Melissa Jade is saying, you decide to get completely wasted out of your mind and scream. So if I unmute you, do you have anything to contribute to fixing this situation? Because that is my goal. I don't want to have a freaking stream where everyone's screaming over each other. Do you have anything positive to contribute to this conversation?
Oh, yes.
Well, you're going to have to fix your sound first, please.
I don't even know where this is coming from. Wait a minute.
You have something open in the background.
Well, let me have a look. Just give me 5 minutes. Okay?
5 minutes? Yeah, and you guys, I have about 20 minutes to a half hour left, so a resolution would be nice. I'm glad Jan got to share her story. But I mean, and that's why I didn't want to let you up to begin with, Sallyann, because you are intoxicated. And I'm not judging you for that. I'm just saying we should talk civilly, and you should have done it to begin with me. You say that you messaged me, but you did it after a stream was already started talking about me. That's my issue. What's between you and Mrs. Portland, that's between you guys. You pulled me into it when I was doing all this, unloading shit, lifting shit, moving stuff around, not paying attention to your nonsense. And even if I wasn't moving, it's not my business. And everybody in your chat and in your community says, why is Robbie involving himself? He's a man. Well, first of all, fuck you for being sexist. Second of all, I did not involve myself. You did. I'm saying it's not my fucking business. And you made it my issue. You made a problem between us. Period. And she booted herself, by the way. I didn't do that.
No.
Sorry, I muted everyone.
Do you know why?
Was saying they communicated with you.
You know why? That's because she could never do anything, and she always needed us to do it for her, especially Robin.
Robin was the main one, and her best friend. She said much more horrible things about Robin than she's ever said about me. And then and
that's not right either.
Yes,
well, and
I've got the best groups that I could ever be in, because you accepted me for who I was, because you'd already known me from Sallyan's, of course, but I think I've proved my worth to everybody that knows me and everybody that's getting to know me, that I am not who Sallyann portrayed me to be.
Well, Sallyann is portraying herself to be exactly who she is. Okay. Now she could use that high-pitched soprano voice and do her crafts and stuff. But
please don't
this is what she's done. And because I'm a very forgiving person. even after she ghosted me with Natasha Cooper and came back and tried to kiss my ass like nothing happened, and all of a sudden she doesn't have Natasha Cooper, so she needs to find somewhere else to go. Then she comes back and doesn't even apologize and acts like nothing ever happened.
We call those YouTube homeless, Robbie. We don't accept the homeless back.
Yeah. So it's not, I do not pick fights with people. And especially do I not pick fights with somebody because of their gender. That is the dumbest fucking thing. And every single person in this community, anytime Lycan or Justin or me or Siren or anybody else responds back and we have a penis, we're not allowed to speak about our business. It is our business. It's not your business. It's not the people saying, oh, they need to butt out. It's not their fucking business.
What got me this morning was the fact of,
thank you, Jerry.
Why did she have to bring up Michael? Okay. Why did she have to bring up your boyfriend? Why? Okay, it has nothing to do with it. You had nothing to do with it. They involved you.
I am mad that you're allowed to have a penis.
Communicated with
I was
him.
just going to say that too.
Communication is two people talking, not let's send a message and keep yelling and screaming, but Robbie's not answering. That's right, because Robbie was fucking busy, you morons.
Yeah.
He's got a life. Y'all need to find one too.
And Michael came in here and he didn't even know what I was going live about. That's why he dipped out. He does not like this stuff.
Yeah. Well, this morning, what about Michael doesn't like the drama, he's the one on TikTok. What are you doing? Weaponized now, Sally? Oh,
can I say something real quick? I just want to just one quick thing to Robbie because I know he has to go shortly. Robbie, I want to really apologize directly to you for the fact that you were dragged into this, and I just want to say on my part, I really am sorry.
You didn't drag me into it.
Shut up, Sally.
Mrs. Portland, Robbie and I were both being drugged in that chat yesterday, and I didn't know who the fuck these people were.
Robbie, do you want to hear me? Do you want to hear me out?
Yes, everybody mute but Sally right now.
Mute them all.
They're muting.
Right, mute them all. Robbie, I was there for Mrs. P. I gave her a third chance. A third chance after she has racially discriminated against my husband. I gave her a third chance. Robbie, I love you and I will always love you. No matter what you say, no matter what you do. Okay? I was
no matter how many times you call me a pussy on your panel.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Shut the fuck up, Dawn.
Shut the fuck up, Sally. You
shut the fuck up, Dawn. You can't keep a fucking man. Fuck you.
Sally, may I ask respectfully?
You want to go there?
Fuck you, Dawn. Do you want to go there, Dawn? Do you really want to go there, Robbie?
Okay, well, if you...
Sally, may I ask you respectfully, what did Mrs. Portland say about racism? May I ask?
She said that my husband was out to attack the USA because he's a Muslim.
So it was his religion, not
exactly
right, not race.
How am I meant to deal with that?
Okay, but listen, Sallyann, we do not support her saying that, and the problem is the way you brought. No, I'm not.
You are.
But I didn't even listen, Sallyann. I didn't even know she said that.
I apologize if my comment was wrong.
Fuck off,
I apologize. I'm sorry.
I've been there, Dawn, with you for hours and hours.
That comment I made, Sally, I was in the wrong. I'm sorry.
I've been a good person to each and every one of them, apart from, I don't know, Lauren. I've been there for Jan. I've been there for Mrs. P.
And we were there for you 110% every single time you needed us.
Jan, they
come on.
Jan, they fucking hate you. Do you want me to show you the messages? Seriously.
And all the subs that you've now moderated, do you want us to tell them what you used to say behind their back?
Exactly, yeah.
And all the creators that you're kissing arse with, and that you can't get any further up their arse. You said some wild things about them.
Shut the fuck up. Mute her.
Guys, hold on. Guys, can we please start speaking one at a time? Just please. Because
Okay,
I'm very triggered by
Sally,
sounds.
I am sorry for the nasty comment I made towards your husband, but I did not mean it as racist. I just made the simple comment because, again, who is the one that caused the 9/11 to occur?
What?
Okay, guys, hold on a minute.
Are you
Hold
gonna
on a minute.
associate my husband?
I'm sorry, my
Hold
comment
on a
was
minute.
wrong.
What, Robbie? Come on, Robbie.
Listen, I am.
Come
Give me a
on.
second.
Okay,
to speak.
again,
Listen.
let me say this.
No,
My
hold on, Mrs.
comment-
Portland, you guys.
Come on,
Wait.
My comment was
Mrs.
wrong.
I-
I was in the wrong, and I would take full
You
responsibility
can't
for
say that
that.
and say you're in the wrong.
Okay, guys, hold on a minute. Like I said, it's not okay. Miss Portland said that. She's apologizing once again for something she said.
Again,
The
this
thing
is the second
is,
time, Robbie.
hold on
This
a
is the
minute.
second time.
Please let me speak. What happens when Mrs. Portland is angry, okay?
What about
Is
when I'm angry?
when we're all angry, okay?
When I have mental health issues? When I fucking will
Okay.
live my life
Okay.
because of what's going on?
Hold on.
Joe!
Listen. When Mrs. Portland is angry, she's been angry at me, and I've seen many people, including in your chat, many other people saying, well, wait till Mrs. Portland turns on you. That's already happened a number of times. She said stuff about me being gay and whatever. When Mrs. Portland is angry, and when a lot of us are angry, we want to hurt someone's feelings. What Mrs. Portland does is she does not fuck around, and she goes straight for the nuts and the privates. But hold on, and I'm not excusing what she said, but she goes straight for what she knows is going to hurt your feelings. That's something she is recognizing that she does, and she's trying to fix. It does not help when it's going
Robbie,
back and
I'm not
forth.
excusing my bad behavior. I
know
am
that.
not in any way excusing my bad behavior. But again, yes, when I make comments, they all wrong. But again, it's just because, hold on, when I'm hate attacked and you keep attacking me and you say the hateful things towards me, how do you expect me to react?
How do you expect me to react, Mrs. Portland, when I have stood by you and I have taught you how to do the fuck? We stood by you, Mrs. Portland.
I know that, Sally.
Shut up! We stood by you, but because we had to deal with something on a real life, not YouTube, real life, and we weren't there to answer her questions, Robbie. Come on, Robbie.
Okay, hold on. Because what I was saying is, okay, since I scheduled this live stream, Country Joe was up on your panel crying, and you guys all of a sudden now are saying, this needs to stop. It's gone too far. Well, it already went too far when people are talking. Okay, hold on. It already went too far when people are talking about sending the police or carrying Mrs. Portland out in a stretcher or a straight jacket.
He was threatening my husband, Robbie.
I don't think she
But
threatened her husband.
you weren't. She was legitimately scared yesterday when you ladies were saying the stuff that you were saying.
I don't even know who you are, so I don't even care what you think.
Well, you sure had a lot of shit to say about me yesterday.
Yeah, and Lauren's my good friend, so.
Bitch, go fuck yourself. You don't tell me to shut the fuck up anywhere.
Fuck yourself. Robbie,
and you're drunk, and so's your audio, bitch.
You know me, Robbie. Robbie, you know me.
I don't really feel like I do know you at this point.
Really, Robbie?
Really?
No.
Robbie, meet Sally.
You're
Sally,
the immature
meet
bitch
Robbie.
that was like, oh, when Mrs. Portland took everything down, you're like, oh, Mrs. Portland's leaving. We were just starting to play with you.
Exactly. What
Yeah, you're an immature bitch.
You were egging her on.
Where's your crafts at? When are you going to start doing crafts?
Bringing your fucking children and your fucking husband into it.
So, I can't. You go below the belt. I don't blame her for going below the belt either. Sorry.
Fuck Robbie.
So it's not. Oh, okay. So you want special treatment, bitch? You ain't getting none. I'm sorry.
Do you want to talk to me, Robbie?
I do, Sallyann. I think that
and all the others didn't
you
contact you
could have
either.
listened
None of
when
the
Mrs.
others
Portland.
contacted you either, Robbie.
What?
None of
What?
the others contacted you while Natasha thing was going on. And if they did, then they were sly.
Well, why
I was
didn't you?
already here. I was a moderator on his
Jan,
channel.
shut the fuck up, Jan. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, hold on.
Robbie,
So you want to talk about?
Robbie,
You want to
let's
talk
just
about?
have me-
Okay,
Robbie,
hold on. Then let me
take
talk,
that, Robbie.
Sallyann.
Let
Listen.
them go and let me and you talk, Robbie.
Okay, we could do that. But
Because
why is
we've
Small
known
Town
each
Jewel
other
backstage?
a long time. We've known each other a long time, Robbie.
Yes, and I have like 25 minutes left, so this needs to come to some sort of resolution, conclusion of agreeing.
Me and you.
Okay.
Not,
Okay,
I
hold
don't
on,
know
because
who
Voice
these
has wanted
people
a
are.
link, and she's been saying some stuff in the chat. Rebel, why is Small Town Jewel here? I don't know
Let
her.
me just say, can
Robin,
we not use Small Town Jewel as a crutch?
I've not fucking used her either, you fucking cunt. I've been there for you, fucking Jan. I drove to your fucking house. I was there for you. Don't you fucking do that. Don't you fucking do that, Jan. I was there for you. Fuck you.
There's more to that story that will come out in time.
Really, Jan? Bring it out now. Put it out on the... Spread it out now.
No, I don't need to. Time will tell.
Jan, spread it, because if you're going to
I don't need to. Time will tell.
Jan, fucking spread it out now. What are you going to say, Jan?
Okay.
No, I don't need to say anything.
Hold up.
People are already questioning.
Don't try and
Hold on.
things behind.
Ladies.
Fuck you, Jan.
Ladies.
You are using
Sally.
her as a crap.
Jan, Sally, everybody. I would like everybody on panel. Hold up, you guys. Everybody on panel right now.
Stop.
Take a breath.
Sallyann, stop unmuting
You're a
yourself.
cunt, Jan. You're a cunt.
Stop it.
Hey, everybody, this is accomplishing nothing.
She
and this is
used my
the shit
sister
show.
because you told her
Your
to.
sister, you fucking cunt.
You told her to.
You guys.
Hey, everybody listen. Jan, Sally.
You're a cunt,
Sally.
Jan. You haven't had it
Sally.
for so long, Jan.
Sally.
Stop it.
See what I mean about her trying to use my sister to get me riled up? Because she knows that is my weak point.
Everybody listen.
Am I crying?
Everybody,
No.
even in chat, everybody needs to take a breath for just a second. The chat is triggered, which is spurring up the panel, which is not getting an end point to any of this. And it's giving everybody a shit show to our dirty laundry. And none of this is necessary. Everybody is hurt. Everybody is hurt. Everybody is triggered. The only way that we're going to come to is some sort of an agreement is to draw a damn line in the sand and say, listen, we're all wrong. We've all done wrong. We've all been wrong. And if you if you guys and Sally, it's not able to be repaired, and I understand that. First and foremost, I understand that not all friendships can be repaired or should be repaired. So if that's the case, what do we do going forward so that this doesn't continue to happen?
She stops dragging all her ex-mods behind the scene and making snidey remarks about them to every Sean and sundry to get the sympathy votes to help with her current situation with Small Town Jewel, because I love Small Town Jewel. I feel sorry for Small Town Jewel, but there's more to that story that I have seen and heard as a viewer that people are now questioning. And that's all I'm going to say on that matter. I've not been told anything. This is from my mouth, from what I have seen. And there's more of that to come later on. But Sallyann is using that as a crutch to gain sympathy and to get all the votes and the viewers on her side. Now, to bring my sister into that point in jest, because I said that at the beginning of the hour, did I not, Robbie? She would bring my sister in it because she knows what buttons to push. She just pushed it. Am I reacting? No, because I'm deathly calm today. And she knows it. And when I'm deathly calm, then she's got problems. Because I will speak the truth, and I've spoke my truth. And I thank Robbie for letting me do that, because That has been 8 months in the coming and in the know. And he knows what I've been there because he's been there 110% of the way, as his group has. So for all of them to hate me, okay, they hate me. But I seem to fit in pretty well. Just saying.
Yeah. Like in check Messenger if you can.
Oh, and liking, you're epic. You make me laugh so much.
Hey, Scarlett.
Hey.
Yeah, Robbie, are you working tonight? Because I'm going to get off of here because this got... Are you working tonight, though? Can you come over to my stream so we can have a conversation later?
I will come over. Okay, I see you.
All right. Okay.
Can somebody put
Love
your
you,
link
Lauren.
in so I can go and sub you? Because when I go
Yeah.
back in there, I
I'll
want
put
to
her
be
link
able
in
to
right
sub
now.
you.
You're in the mod chat, or you're in the mod messenger group, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you didn't come up here to troll me, did you? Because I will fucking go ham on you too.
Shut up, Dolores.
Ham and a
Shut up,
pastrami
Purple
I and
Pill.
Lauren have a history together.
I am
All
angry.
right.
I am mad that you have a penis.
Yes, I know.
Listen, I
Love you, darling Nikki.
don't think, Jan, that like I like the way you spoke about that, but I think the one thing that we have to forget is that we can't control what other people say. We cannot control what they say about us or how they feel about us or who they talk to. But what you can do is cause awareness so that when somebody does hear and is made aware that this, and this are going on behind the scenes, if it gets them, then they can make an educated, informed opinion and decide, well, yes, I want to get involved with that, or no, I don't want to get involved with that. But being on a panel with somebody who's clearly intoxicated and all she wants to do is fight about her position and being right isn't going to accomplish anything. And all it's going to do is stir the viewers up and then get everybody else fighting. And again, when we all fight, who benefits from it?
Voices,
The one
can I just
person.
interrupt something for a second and say
Go ahead.
you are
Go ahead.
100% correct about the alcoholism involved. What right does she have to come up here and shove that in people's faces?
I agree. That was why I finally said I needed a link, because
yes,
I'm sorry. I'm as a recovering alcoholic, that bothers me when I see another drunk on panel. It bothers me.
And that's
I just
why
think
I
it was
said
funny.
I asked her earlier.
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead, Lycan.
I was just going to say, that's why I think it's funny why, she wants to call the authorities on Mrs. P, for being out of control. Meanwhile, she can barely control herself and her emotions on a panel.
Jamie, did you know that she gets a welfare check like at least once a week?
Sallyann?
No,
Portland.
Mrs. P.
Oh, I mean, I don't look
Yes,
into finances
she
like
told me that
so.
yesterday, and I'm like,
No,
oh,
not finances, actual physical,
no,
like like law
visit.
enforcement showing up at her door to check on her mental welfare.
Sorry. I think
Yeah.
money check.
Not as in
No.
financial
They still
assistance.
they call the police
Wow,
on her
yeah,
at least once a week.
Yeah, that's messed up. Yeah, I heard that.
Like, you're a bunch of pussies that go real life on her. Seriously. She's not doing that to you guys, but you guys want her to be accountable. Like,
they keep going real life on her for like really bogus reasons. Like, okay, so she posted a picture of a coffin on her community wall. Who the seriously?
She's edgy. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought it was funny. I mean, it may be a really dark joke or something, or maybe she was, maybe feeling really terrible at the moment. But to me, it came off like as a dark joke.
Well,
maybe a morbid joke.
It went even further because I Have a Problem takes it even further on her channel and says if Miss Portland puts a coffin on her Amazon wish list, that she'll buy it for her with her tax money. So that's way worse than what Miss Portland did, in my opinion.
I mean, just think about it. Like buying a coffin put on your Amazon wish list so that you can get it in time for you to die. I mean, that's just funny. That's comedy.
Wait, Mrs. Portland, I want to say one other thing, because you were accused of this yesterday too. And Jamie and I have both been through this before, especially Jamie. Somebody said, she wished death on me.
Right.
That was a death threat.
Yeah.
I am not going to stand for this.
Wishing or hoping is not a death threat. I wish people would stop
I
saying that.
wish a lot of these people would die, but I don't mean it. It's just words. They're just words.
Yeah, you just feel that in the
Their
moment.
Amen,
modems.
Lauren.
The
Thank you for
pictures
I
bringing
wish
of
that
the
that
up.
internet
They
service
are.
providers
Nice
would
to meet you,
die.
Lauren, by
okay,
the
the
way.
pictures of the coffin was wrong, but again, I felt I was really pushed over my edge, and I seriously thought, maybe these people would be better off if I didn't exist.
No.
No, no.
Hold on.
No,
Understand that's
not at
what
all,
I
Mrs.
felt.
Portland.
I felt to the point where maybe I would just be better off if I was just gone.
No.
Well,
That's
No,
how
Mrs.
upset I
Portman.
was. I
Honey,
was
that's
pushed
why,
over my edge.
No, I don't
Mrs.
think that.
Portland, do you
I never
understand?
ever thought that. Not in our,
Do you understand that that's why I don't fight back with you?
Yep.
I know. I
That
agree.
is why
Hi,
I
voice.
don't fight back with you. Honey, that's why I don't fight back with you. Because when you're
I know.
pushed to that level, you
That's why
don't,
I gave up too. That's why I gave
honey,
up.
as another adult that lacks the ability to naturally regulate my emotions, I am one of the first people to be like, oh, everybody needs to leave her the fuck alone. Just walk away.
Yeah.
You pushed her to that level. Everybody just needs to walk away. Step back.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
it. Like,
Yep.
they don't understand that just because you look like there are some things that are lacking. And no, it's not an excuse. It's
No.
No,
reality.
Yep.
It's reality.
It is.
It's the body and the world you live in.
Robbie,
Now,
private chat.
okay.
But again, I also wanted to say to Scarlett, I really was feeling close to you too at one point, and I made a lot of mistakes even with you. And when you wanted nothing more to do with me, it really hurt. I was really angry
I
because
was
when
angry
I
too.
left
I
with
was angry
you,
too, honey. And I'm sorry too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But
it's okay.
I know
Mrs.
that
Portland, a
that
lot of us owe you an apology for
Yes.
pulling back and walking
Yes.
away.
Yes.
I was there quite a bit, and then when things started getting crazy in my world, I had to pull back and I had to pull away, and I didn't say anything to anybody. And I mean, it wasn't just, and I get it. Mrs. Portland, as I've always said, I don't fight with you. If I had a problem with you, you would know it.
Right. Exactly. And you and I have exchanged private contact info to where if I even had a problem with you, I would pick up my phone and I would call and talk to you directly.
Why? What's that with you?
But again,
Yep,
I want
exactly.
everybody
And
to
that's
know
what
it's
adults
okay.
do.
You coming, Tim?
That's what adults
But
do.
again, to all of you on panel, I love you all, and I always have. I have always loved and respected Scarlett. I've always respected voices. I've always respected and loved Jan and Robbie and Lycan, because all of you have never been anything but nice and respectful of me. And that's something I really appreciate. But I just want to let you know, I have always loved you, Scarlett.
Aw, sweetheart.
I have always loved you.
It hurts.
Oh,
I know.
honey.
I know
Mrs.
that
Portland, I
hurts.
don't want you to be sad,
Yeah, don't
because
be
this
sad.
is, you have to think right now,
Reach
look at
out to
this.
me.
You're the one
Reach out
person
to
that doesn't
me.
have the ability
I'll reach out
to
to you now
regulate,
if you want. You want to reach out
and
now?
you're
Behind
showing the most
this?
amount of remorse and doing right. I'm so proud of you.
I tried to show remorse. I don't know how many times I've had to apologize and admit, that I have made a lot of bad mistakes. I have said a lot of wrong things. I have been hateful and ugly myself. But yet, every time I try to own up to it and try to make a change and change for the better, I still get dragged. I still get talked down.
Yep.
And sooner or later, I have no fight left. I'm almost 55 years old. I'm tired. I can't fight anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's what we like Lycan and me and Justin and many other people have just been simply saying, like, please hear what Mrs. Portland's saying, because
Yeah.
obviously it's from her heart. Don't say she's fake crying. Don't say this.
No.
Just listen to her and test it out for yourself and stop. Just stop doing streams about her.
You think I'm all faking, sitting here crying and showing you my real emotions of how I feel?
That's all that
Honey,
needs
I
to happen.
understand.
She
Not
just has mean
faking
stuff,
how I
but-
feel.
Yeah.
And don't you all think that I have a right to be angry as well for the way that I am constantly attacked and the hateful comments that are always made about me?
Yes.
I should
Yeah.
be expected to just take it and lay down and roll over?
No.
Frankly, I don't feel bad for any of these people that incur your wrath, Mrs. P. They have it coming.
Yeah, I agree. Like, and it's,
I do
I mean,
too.
they know, we all know. I think we've all experienced that on one point of being blocked or called names. We know that when you get angry, you say stuff that you're eventually going to take back, which you need to work on. But you can't take it literal and do like 2-3 hour live streams dragging you when we already know you're going to apologize.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
and I'm
why
never
you just
afraid now to admit when I'm in the wrong. And again, I'm as much at fault as anybody else for responding and being hateful in return. But again, when I am so attacked day by day, hour by hour, how do you expect me to react?
Can I just say one thing to you, Mrs. P? Can I? On God's green earth, okay? And I'm not a religious person, you know me, might be Buddha beads, but on God's green earth, how dare Sallyann bring up
Breathe deep, babe. Miss Paul.
Okay.
Breathe deep.
Bring up what, Scarlett?
Breathe deep, Miss
Oh, your
P.
child. Yeah.
I am.
Breathe deep, babe.
I've never, ever in my fucking life, and I'm sorry, that hit a fucking nerve. And I'm glad that she's not up here, Robbie, because I would rip her a fucking new asshole in a second.
I love my
Mrs.
little
Portland,
boy.
you do
My little boy.
understand that
You don't.
My little boy just graduated high school. I was
Yes,
able to
you
be
did.
with him that weekend.
I
Both
was
me and
proud
my
to
husband
see
were
that.
with him.
I was
Sallyann
she's
is
very
trash.
proud of her son. She
Yes.
talked about her son a lot on the phone with me yesterday. She's very proud of him. But Mrs.
Yeah.
Portland, you know that this recent stuff you didn't provoke.
My baby was taken from us when he was 9 months old. He was physically taken out of my arms. And I was told by the state I would never see my child again. How do you think that makes me and my husband feel?
Now, next time one of you guys want to call her crazy, just picture your baby being ripped out of your arms is all I'm going to say.
Men, Lauren, thank
That's
you for
enough
saying
to do
Realize
anything
the
to any
nightmares
mother.
and the PTSD that has affected me.
Save it, Mrs. Portland. Save it.
And
Save it.
Sallyann, you know, before you criticize anyone else, get off the sauce first.
Yes, please.
Here's
Oh my
something
God.
I want.
What a
I want to
headache.
celebrate with everybody that's on panel with Mrs. P right now, and I would like everybody to celebrate it. Mrs. P may, in the moment, lash out, but she's always the first to apologize, and she publicly apologizes, and she publicly owns it. And if you look at her full behavior, it's each time it's a little bit less than the last time. She's learning, just like this is a learning curve for everyone else out here. Mrs. P is learning her ways as well.
Yep.
And that, I think that should be celebrated, Mrs. P. I don't care if this is not the popular opinion. I don't care. In this moment, from what I see as somebody who suffers with similar mental health struggles, Mrs. P, I'm very proud of you for the progress you've made.
Thank you.
I think she handled today with grace. I was just going to tell her the same thing. I think everybody else acted a fool and she kept it together.
Yep.
Yeah, and I did not.
Again,
I did not stage.
It's like the world of construction. You try to climb that ladder every time, and you keep slipping.
Mr. P.
You know, I try. Hold on, Jen. I keep trying to get enough strength to start climbing that ladder again. But every time I try to find ways at bettering myself.
Oh,
and
look at
being better,
this.
I get knocked
Look
out.
who's gone live, Robbie.
I try again to climb that ladder, and I get knocked out. Sooner or later, I get tired. I get tired of climbing that ladder.
Guys, I have to end this in about 5 minutes, but as
you,
far as
Robbie.
setting up Sallyann to make her look like a drunk, people are like, it's Robbie's fault. He kept letting her up.
It's
I
not your
asked
fault,
her,
Robbie.
hold on. I asked her, I said, are you drinking right now? She said, no. She continued screaming. So I put her backstage. She thought she was booted. And then she puts the bottle to her face, the wine glass. So I said, you are drinking. You lied. And now she's openly drinking, going on rants.
Wow.
She's been backstage twice. 2 times she's backstage. 2 of her.
She said, I'm not drinking, you're drinking. And then you put her backstage and then she had a wine glass up to her mouth.
Lurianne, get off the sauce.
You know, I have feelings and emotions like anybody else does.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, clearly Sallyann has, way more emotions.
Can somebody delete that?
Someone
Shasta?
should maybe try to section
comment,
her.
Shasta's
She's out of
comment.
control on
Hey,
here.
Shasta, whoever you are, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Shasta, don't
Soft,
let
Deanne.
ignore it, yeah?
See, this is what I mean. I get pushed to that point where maybe I'm just better off if I just, went away.
Okay.
No, Mrs. P,
Mrs.
you're
Portland,
karma.
listen
like
to
I
me.
told you.
No, you won't.
Mrs. P,
No,
listen to me. Listen to me, Mrs. P. You are Lady Karma on here, okay, as far as I'm concerned.
There you go.
Yes.
If people
And
are warring with you, they had it coming. They deserve it.
This CJ flip-flopping person is going to end up YouTube homeless very soon because last night she was on Lycans and she's like, I'm sorry, Mrs. Portland. And
Just
now
like the
today,
cartoon.
like, what the holy fuck?
Just like I predicted in the cartoon.
Yeah,
Yes,
and,
yes,
in
you
closing
actually
with that,
nailed her.
Robbie?
Well, as far as CJ goes, oh, sorry, Scarlett, just one sec. As
No,
far
I
as
was
CJ
just gonna
goes,
say-
I can have a serious conversation with you if you will get out of character and be yourself. Yes, you can, case discussion. I can't have a serious conversation with somebody who's literally, it's like being in a play. You're not even being serious. As far as Sallyann, I can have one with her if she's not going to be belligerent, drunk, and screaming. And like, all you got to do is communicate. And all you have to do is stop going after Mrs. Portland. She is not going to go after you. And if she says, oh, fuck you, you didn't nominate me, or she gets offended, just fucking ignore her. Because she's going to get over it.
Right. What is so hard about ignoring Mrs. P?
When I was told that I was going to be possibly nominated for something, it really made me feel good. But when the tables got turned on me, I was disappointed and I got angry.
Do you know how many trolls and lowlifes I have to ignore on a daily basis out here?
Yeah.
So,
like,
sorry,
they can't.
Scarlett.
Mrs. Portland, I'm going to say it again. I said it 100 times last night. Girl, you have impressed me. You really have. I respect you, and you are my spirit animal.
I'm tired of hurting. I'm tired of being in mental and emotional pain.
Can I say something quick? I'm going to drop down because I've had enough of being in this position and I can't move anymore. I need to move. Just one thing before I go, everybody. Everybody, where you see us in chats and Sallyann is saying, hi, sweetie. Are you okay, babe? Giving us all hearts and giggles and showing that she's fine with everybody. She isn't. We're all blocked on her channel and it's all for show. I'm just saying. And I want all creators to be aware that wherever we go, she's pretending that everything's fine and it's not.
Right.
I'm just saying. So I'm sorry. But it needed to be said, and I've said my story. Mrs. P, chin up, darling, chin up. I love you. You know that. Love you too. Well, I love you too. I know, but you'll be okay. You've got so many support behind you.
I'm tired of being angry, Chad.
No, it's gone. Don't worry about that. You know me. Just give me a call tomorrow and we'll have a good old chat and a laugh like we always do.
And Mrs. Portland, like I told you yesterday, you have a very loving and supportive husband.
I do. I'm very lucky.
Mr.
And
P
you
is a badass.
fuckers and you bitches that call welfare or make these welfare checks on her, do you guys not know that her husband is there with her every single time?
Yeah,
you don't think that he takes care of his wife?
I had the cops here again last week.
Jesus.
Going on every week since last November. Last year, November, when all this started. And again, to all of you haters, just leave me alone. That's all I want, is if you don't like me, fine, I get it. Just leave me alone.
Mrs. Portland, I know this I'm going to tell you this anyways though, but you are obviously doing something right, girl. And I know that you're sad now, but you are amazing. You're awesome, for real.
What were you going to say, Scarlett?
Okay, I just wanted to say I'm happy for you, number one. And number two, what's going on here does not compare to anything that has not gone on before. And sadly, it's a cycle that's going on. And we all need to just get off this roller coaster ride and go amongst ourselves and be respectful. Be respectful to the point where if we're not saying smack about you, don't say smack about us.
Right.
It's simple.
Right.
But the thing is
exactly. If you don't attack me, I won't attack
Hang on, Miss
you.
Portland. Hang on. Let her finish.
Thank you, Robbie. We have a lot of people that just want to attack and go gung-ho. And that's not right to people that have not done anything to them. And I'm going to say this before I go. I have high respect for you, Robbie. I have high respect for you, Lycan, Mrs. Portland. Lauren, I'm meeting you first time. I like you.
Yes, nice to meet you, Scarlett.
Yes, same here. And, let's just go our way peacefully and just not move on, but like move on with the intention of being realistic about things. And, it's just crazy. But
and Mrs. Portland is a lot more easy to trigger. So yes. I think if people, and that's no excuse for what comes out of her mouth.
Right.
People need to take that into consideration. Like, you shouldn't have to walk on eggshells around Miss Portland, especially if you're her friend. But like, if she's cussing you out or something, or maybe you didn't do anything, and all of a sudden she's like, "Hey, you didn't nominate me for your awards, you fucking asshole." Just like, Miss Portland, you need to stop doing that. But just let it go. Like, don't make it worse, because she's gonna realize eventually, okay, I overreacted. Because you do overreact.
Yeah, and she always realizes it later. And these people need to just be aware of that.
Yep.
Yeah. I appreciate Lycan, because he did put me into his last cartoon, and I tell you what, it was funnier than all get out. And I still watch it at least once a day, because right now it's the only thing that really makes me laugh and makes me feel good. So I appreciate Lycan working with me privately on letting me be a part of that.
It was great having you in the cartoon. Mrs. P never changed.
Can I request something from you and Lycan? That would be a good project for you, and it would keep your mind busy. Maybe make a little mini Miss Portland cartoon series. That would be fun.
Ooh.
Yeah, like the Chucky Tunes. Yes.
Yeah.
Miss Portland, Jamie is still very, very mean in real life. Don't trust him. He's just good at cartoons, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm a terrible
Nothing
person.
else.
Work, guys. I love you,
Scarlett. Love you.
Good time shooting crabs. I want Michael to take you and get crabs.
Oh, okay.
And Scott, I'll be posting some more pictures of my paintings on my community wall.
Okay, I'll look for them.
Okay, and Robbie, thank you. I love you, little brother.
I love you too.
So much.
I love you too. Guys, I have to end this. I don't know if someone else is
go ahead.
Live.
Hopefully I'll see you tonight. I'll text you later before I go.
Lord, I'll give you a call after a bit.
All right, baby. I'll be here.
I support Robbie and Mrs. P. Lauren, go fuck yourself.
Fuck you, Lycan.
All right, have a good day, Robbie. I love you.
Bye,
see you later. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Well, in conclusion, that made me dizzy. Okay. I wanted to play around more with the invisible boyfriend thing for a reason. And in conclusion, that was because these people who simply, all I do is give Mrs. Portland love, and I give that same love to Sallyann and to Country Joe. And they, out of nowhere, I literally was not doing anything else but moving stuff. And they brought me into this, not willingly. I don't even want to be involved in their issues. I wish it's very easy to work out. All you got to do is swallow your pride. So when I responded back to them, all of a sudden I was attacking women. I'm this terrible person. I'm supporting everything Miss Portland says, and none of that is true. I don't support everything Miss Portland says. I encourage her, and I look forward to her changing her behavior and enjoying herself on here, just like everybody else should. And the whole point is for you just to stop. Maybe for 1 second, can you be like, okay, maybe I'm stronger than Mrs. Portland is. Maybe I'll just stop and see what happens. Well, fucking do that. She's baking you. She's weak. She's vulnerable. She's easy to piss off. She's easy to trigger. Give her a chance by just not even fucking looking in her direction when she's pissed. Let her have her temper tantrum. It's not okay. I'm not going to feed into her temper tantrums and pamper her and be like, oh, okay, it's okay for you to do that. It's not okay. But let her have her fit, and then she'll come to her senses. And then eventually that's how she'll learn. And that's what she's doing, in my opinion. So she is a great friend. Outside of YouTube, I wish people were blessed and lucky enough to laugh with her. We have fun. We play with filters and do messenger phone calls and all sorts of stuff. So that's the whole point of it. And as far as Country Joe, I've just seen so much flip-flopping with you, and I never experienced it until now. And when you experience it yourself, that's when you're like, okay, now it's happening to me. This shit's real. And it is. I can't take you seriously if you're going to be a character. And as far as Sallyann, I mean, you guys just, you really need to get your shit together before you start doing these streams, dragging people when people really have no idea what the fuck's going on. I still really don't even know what's going on with them, and I don't care to. So please, in closing, do not drag me into your situations and then cut me down for being a man and because of my gender and responding to you. Amanda won the biggest flip-flopper award. Boo! Recount. Anyways, good. I'm glad, Scarlett. I'm sorry if anybody has a headache after all that. And I'm going to go walk my dog and get ready for my day. But have a beautiful day. And I'm sorry for pissing people off and saying mean shit, but just stop being dicks. It's really simple. Okay. Have a good one. No chance.